the Scotus Shamrocks taking on the Lady Trojans of Hartington Cedar Catholic, 20-2. The capacity here is about maybe 3,000. We're almost near capacity tonight. For this game, the winner goes to state. 1 year ago, Scotus Central Catholic fell to Hartington Cedar Catholic. Hartington CC went on to win the state championship. It's this year. I hope the Shamrocks can turn the trick. They are 21-0 coming into the game. We'll get the non-starters right now for Cedar Catholic. Kathy McGregor, Sharon Catholic, Lonnie Bowers, Angie Reeder, Paulette Newhoff, the girl that's been injured since Game 3 of the season. Paula Hogstein, also Joan Hogstein. Their starters will be Jean Keene, averaging 10 points a game. Kathy Kinney averaging 7 points a game. Diane Becker averaging 15 points a game. Brenda Becker with an 8-point average. And Colette Miller's 7-point average. For the Shamrocks, seeded first in the tournament. Non-starters are Amy Peterson, Mary Angie Brzezowski, Camille Sabota, Jenny Naughton, and Paula Bader, a girl who's been injured late this season. The Scotus starters will be Mary Furniture, make that Ann Byrne averaging 6 points a game. Kelly Nicholas averaging 17 points a game. Angie Brzezowski will be the first girl off the bench. She averages 4 a game. Kelly Martin will start, averaging 13 points a game. Courtney Tooley up front, averaging 4 points a game, and Kelly Winkle averaging 6 points a game. Scotus defeated Blair 60-40. I think that's Skyler 60-40, and Blair 63-38. While Hartington Cedar Catholic defeated North Bend 56-37, and Lakeview 49-36 to get to the finals here of the district tournament. Our game is brought to you by the Cookbook Restaurant on Highway 30, Gerhold Concrete Products, First National Bank of Columbus, the New World Inn on South Highway 81, and Blevins Drive-In Pharmacy at 1461 28th Avenue. John Peterson, head coach of the Shamrocks. Of course, he coached the girls, many of these same girls, to the state volleyball tournament championship. And against Hartington Cedar Catholic, they defeated in the district final at West Point. And Hartington CC was another one of the very good teams in volleyball this year. If you believe in the superstition that the teams, most of the teams that have won have been on the south side of the gym, Scotus is on that south side. And the Scotus band will play our national anthem. Battle Creek girls are here to watch it. This place is a pressure cooker. It's excitement at its highest right now. Scotus shot 67% the first half last night. They have a great performance again with their guards, Kelly Nicholas and Kelly Martin. Martin has averaged 14 points in the first 2 games of district, while Nicholas has averaged 20 points. Kelly Winkle has been averaging 6 points a season, has been able to come in with 10 points and 11 points respectively in the first 2 games of district. Bob Geary, the head coach at Hartington CC, says he thinks Nicholas and Martin for Scotus will do their typical good job, while he expects the same from his 2, Jane Keene and Diane Becker. Bob Geary thinks the other 3 girls on each side of the floor will make the difference in this ball game. We'll see. It's Scotus in the home white with the green trunks, and Hartington Cedar in their all red jerseys with white numerals. The Lady Trojans and Shamrocks ready to go Boyle and Hodge call the whistles, and there's the tip. It'll be controlled by Scotus. And Burnt comes up with it. Let's see how Hartington sets up. Diamond and two, Courtney Tooley out on top into Kelly Wrinkle, ball deflected, picked up by Kathy Kinney of Hartington. We've got a steal going the other way. Jane Keene comes up with it. Scotus starts out in there man-to-man. Keene picked up by Wrinkle, right side, goes over to Diane Becker. Waits for Keene there. Passes off, gets a screen. Keene goes down low right side. Becker inside against Tooley, basket good. Becker has scored 18 points and 8 points in the 2 games. She had an off night last night against Lakeview. Wrinkle goes left side, drives the baseline, can't shoot, needs help. Stepped on the baseline, turnover Scotus, their second. Scotus with the full court pressure now. Kathy Kinney will throw it in, has 5 seconds, barely gets it into Jane Keene on the 4 count. Against Kelly Wrinkle. Across the timeline, 2-0. Hartington CC leads, 1 minute gone to the first quarter. Diane Becker back to Jane Keene. That's the 1-2 punch. Keene looks in for Becker against Tooley. Shot up, no good. Whistle foul on Courtney Tooley. Her first team foul in the game. And Becker will go to the line to shoot 2. Diane Becker on the season, shooting 47% at the charity mark. She'll get 2 here. That one's off, no good. Barely drew the right side of the iron. They'll be crashing the board. Scotus has to keep the penetration out front. Hartington, of course, will try to work it to the side. Second one, no good. Tooley with the rebound. The Battle Creek Bravettes, who won their district last night, are here watching this game. They handed Hartington one of their 2 losses. South Sioux City, the other team, playing Columbus High right now on our sister station, KLIR. And Burnt, right side, takes a dribble. Looks out on top to Kelly Martin. She's double-teamed there. Takes one 16-footer, hits! Kelly Martin ties it up at 2-apiece. And that could be the first of several ties in this game tonight. Into Jane Keene to Kathy Kinney. Covered by Kelly Martin across the timeline as they race across the left side. Reverses the dribble, comes on top now to Jane Keene. They'll try to clear things out to Becker on the right side. This is what they did so well against Battle Creek in a comeback in the second half. Kinney in the lane, shot off, no good. Loose ball, Kinney has it, can't hold on to it. Against Battle Creek, Hartington was down 28-13 at halftime. Second half they went Keene to Becker, cleared out the right side, kind of like you'll see in the NBA. Here comes the Shamrocks with Kelly Nicholas, bounce pass to Ann Burnt. She'll shoot from 15, off, no good. Colette Miller with the rebound for the Lady Trojans. To Kinney, to Jane Keene. Slows up the dribble, waits for her team members to get across now. Out on top now, let's see how they work it. They go left side to Kathy Kinney. Keene looks down low, baseline to Diane Becker, out to Colette Miller. Pops a 15-footer, no good. Becker over the back, Keene with the rebound, shot up, won't foul, fall. We got a whistle on the loose ball foul. And it's going to go against Hartington Cedar Catholic. Diane Becker picks up the first one. Her first team foul on HCC. Last night, Becker and Kathy Kinney each kind of got in foul trouble, each with 3. Then the subs came in with a 5-point lead to give them a rest with the foul trouble late in the second quarter, and they pulled away from Lakeview, going into the locker room at halftime by 10. Kelly Wrinkle left side, looking underneath for Courtney Tooley. She was open through Tooley's hands. Third turnover on the Rocks. Kinney will throw it in. She's got 5 seconds, barely gets it in. She gets it to Brenda Becker. Becker back to Kathy Kinney. Scotus trying to apply pressure with Kelly Nicholas. Back to Brenda Becker. Gets it across on about the 7 count to Jane Keene. Keene looks to find Diane Becker. She goes right side. Becker gets the ball in from Keene. Shot up, no good. Rebound. Basket good, Brenda Becker. And Hartington's on top, 4-2. They will probably try to go in most of the night. Kelly Nicholas to Kelly Wrinkle. She brings it out on top. Looks for Kelly Nicholas, who goes to the right side from 16. Kelly Nicholas hits their first 2 of the night. And we're tied 4-4. Second tie of the ball game. Kathy Kinney gets the inbounds pass to Colette Miller. Guarded by Ann Burnt, back to Kathy Kinney. Loses the ball. It's going to be loose out front. No walk. We had an inadvertent whistle there. Jane Keene picks it up. And Hartington gets it back. Keene with the left-handed dribble as Scotus tries to push her to one side. Drives the baseline, puts it down, 6-footer for Jane Keene, her first 2 of the night. And Scotus wants to run with Kelly Nicholas, bringing it down court quickly to Kelly Martin. Looks to Ann Burnt, can't find her. Out in front now to Kelly Wrinkle. She collides with Kelly Nicholas. A travel call on Scotus. Turnover number 4 on the rocks. We'll go the other way. 3 minutes and 51 seconds gone in the first period, and Hartington leads Scotus 6-4. Jane Keene with it. Across the red center circle of Norfolk. Northeast Tech goes right side. Gets a pick from Colette Miller. Out on top to Kathy Kinney, 16-footer. Bingo! The scoring is well balanced right now for Hartington Cedar Catholic. Kathy Kinney, Jane Keene, Diane Becker, and Brenda Becker with 2 points. And they lead Scotus 8-4. Kelly Wrinkle with the ball to Courtney Tooley. Cross court. Left side to Ann Burnt. Ann takes a drive, shoots a 12-footer, no good. It's off. And Brenda Becker with the rebound for Hartington. She gets it to Jane Keene. Keene brings it to the top of the key, goes right side, looks for Brenda Becker, Diane Becker. Instead, Kane's a 16-footer to the right side, and Hartington's right at the nets. Candace before the score, Hartington out in front. Martin with the ball. On top to Ann Burnt, to Kelly Wrinkle. She tries to drive, can't, to Kelly Nicholas. Nicholas back to Burnt. In trouble, covered there by Diane Becker. To Kelly Nicholas, right side, good. Kelly Nicholas with a 12-footer from the right side. She's got 4. It's 10-6, Hartington CC. Kathy Kinney covered in the full court pressure by Scotus's Kelly Martin. To Jane Keene. Now Scotus switches up a little bit as Keene is picked up by Ann Burnt. Lobs it in, throws it away, looking there for Brenda Becker. And Courtney Tooley takes it away to Kelly Nicholas. Nicholas races down the court. She'll shoot. It's up, no good. Rebound. And a whistle and a foul on Ann Burnt as Diane Becker had the rebound, and Annie got her on the back. Burnt went home a little bit or during the day. John Peterson said she felt a little bit ill. Camille Sabota comes in immediately off the bench for Scotus, along with Andrew Brzozowski for Scotus Central Catholic. Wrinkle and Tooley sit down. Sabota, a 5'8" sophomore, Brzozowski, a 5'8" senior. So the height advantage really now in favor of Hartington Cedar Catholic. The Scotus fans on their feet on the far side. Jane Keene gets it across midcourt against Ann Burnt. Picked up now by Kelly Nicholas on a little bit of a trap. 2:20 to go, first quarter, 10-6, Hartington leads it. Colette Miller, right side, goes to Brenda Becker at the free throw line, stops it to Kathy Kinney. Looks for Colette Miller, baseline right side, can't find her. Throws it to Diane Becker through her legs. We got a whistle and a foul. The shot up by Brenda Becker won't count. Foul was before the shot. It's going to be on Camille Sabota, her first. That's a third-team foul on Scotus, and Hartington could be at the line early in this first half. Brenda Becker will throw it in baseline, left side of the Hartington hoop. Looks for Colette Miller on the left wing in the corner. Back into Brenda Becker. She walks with it. She shuffled her feet before going in. And we go the other way. Turnover number 3 on Hartington, 4 on Scotus. And the score remains 10-6 right now. Hartington with the 4-point edge as we hit the 2-minute mark. Kelly Nicholas to the top of the key, left side to Kelly Martin. Almost a steal by Brenda Becker. Whips it left side to Angie Brzozowski, picked up by Kinney to Camille Sabota, high post left side. Kelly Nicholas, 15-footer left side. It's off, no good, loose ball underneath. We got a whistle. It's going to be on Hartington's Colette Miller, her first foul. Second team foul on Cedar Catholic. Kelly Martin will throw it in underneath the Scotus basket on the right side. She has to look for Ann Burnt in the corner to Kelly Nicholas. Back to Kelly Martin. Dribbles it out to Kelly Nicholas. 1:40 to go first quarter. Nicholas turns around, dribble, shot in the lane. Won't go. Camille Sabota with the rebound. She's fouled from the back by Kathy Kinney. And that'll be the third team foul, so we're even up in that department. And Boyle and Hodge are calling this one close. Scotus Peck band and cheerleaders out tonight. And a great crowd from Scotus. Over 1,000 here. Inbounds pass. Camille Sabota to Kelly Nicholas. Left side. Looks for Andrew Brzozowski. Doesn't take the shot. Looks for help. Goes back to Kelly Nicholas. 1:25 to go first period. Right side. Nicholas brings it to the top. It goes to Ann Burnt. Looks at the shot. Goes back to Sabota. Top of the key. Left side to Nicholas. Out to Angie Brzozowski, ball tipped away by Diane Becker of Hartington CC, and it'll be Scotus ball on the side, back at the midcourt stripe. Kelly Wrinkle will come back in for Scotus. Ann Burnt checks out. Hartington will pick up the pressure. Right now they set up in a 2-3 zone, it looks like. Kelly Wrinkle right side gets it. Camille Sabota over to Angie Brzozowski off her hands, and Scotus turns it over. Oven fresh from the New World Inn to you. Bakery fresh treats just like Grandma used to make. Stop into the New World Inn. Try homemade pies, cinnamon rolls, and other rich, delicious bakery treats. That's at the New World Inn, Columbus Highway 81 and 30. On the buzzer, Camille Sabota comes out. Courtney Tooley back in for Scotus. Lob pass into Colette Miller, almost knocked away there by Courtney Tooley, but Miller controls. Cross court to Keene. She wants to take the set shot. She takes it from 18 feet. Jane Keene has 6 points. Double the score. Long pass down court. Nicholas looking for Kelly Wrinkle. Broken up nicely by Diane Becker. The momentum's in the favor right now of Hartington CC. With 40 seconds to go in the first period, they lead at 12-6. On AM 90 KJSK, Martin throws in. Out in front to Kelly Nicholas. Back to Kelly Martin. She'll take a 15-footer. It's up, no good. Kathy Kinney gets the rebound. Whitney shuffle the feet to Jane Keene. In backcourt, we got a whistle and a foul on Kelly Wrinkle. Wrinkle just stood there. Keene didn't have control of the ball, but Wrinkle picks up a foul, her first, 4th team foul on Scotus. 29 seconds to go in the first period. Scotus drops one back in case Hartington had any ideas about the fast break. Brenda Becker gets the inbounds pass. She's trapped. Goes to Kathy Kinney. She walks with it this time, they call it. 4th turnover on Hartington. Bob Geary says, before you turn, take the step, put the ball down on the court. 18 seconds to go in the period. Kelly Nicholas goes left side to Kelly Wrinkle. Looks for Courtney Tooley, breaking in across the baseline. Not there, out to Brzozowski. On top to Kelly Martin, to Courtney Tooley. With 5 seconds, goes to Wrinkle. Shot up, around, and good. That's the buzzer at the end of the first quarter. It's Hartington Cedar Catholic 12. Scotus Central Catholic 8. We're hearing it on AM 90 KJSK Columbus. First National Bank of Columbus is a full service bank offering such services include loans, home loans, investment certificates, CDs, IRAs, money markets, and a 24-hour teller facility at their downtown location. First National Bank is equal alphabet, member FDIC. Private Bank, First National Bank, Fairmont Concrete Products, the Cookbook Restaurant, Levin's Private Pharmacy, and the New World Inn for making this thing possible tonight on AM 90 KJSK Columbus. And if you're looking to see how the Columbus Discovers girls team is doing in the A5 districts down at Grand Island against South Sioux City, you can tune in to Rural Words and State Sequoia on our sister station, FM 101. KLIR. 12-8 the score at the end of 1 quarter of play. Hartington will get the ball on the side at midcourt to start the second period of play, leading by 4. They've led by as many as 6. Inbounds pass comes to Diane Becker. She'll look for Jane Keene. Scotus really now in a tough man-to-man. Keene has it tipped away by Nicholas, picks it back up. She comes to the top of the key, gets a screen from Miller, goes right side, looks in for Diane Becker. Not there to Kathy Kinney on top. Top left side to Colette Miller, back to down to Becker. Diane Becker back to Colette Miller on top. They're shuffling around, can't get the offense going. Scotus playing tough now. Looks like a diamond and 2, or triangle and 2. Kathy Kinney top of the key, right side to Colette Miller, picked up by Ann Burnt. Jane Keene trying to clear out the left side. Not there right now, so they'll work right side and try to clear out over there. Keene to Kinney to Miller. We've got a whistle traveling on Colette Miller. Turnover number 5 on Hartington CC, and the turnovers are even at 5 apiece. 45 seconds gone in the second period of play. Scotus trails by 4 as Courtney Tooley, the senior, brings it up Or the inbound pass to Kelly Nicholas, who brings it up on the slow walk to Kelly Wrinkle. Wrinkle, she'll shoot from 16. It's good! Kelly Wrinkle rips the nets from the left side for her second bucket. She's got 4. Jane Keene brings it up for Hartington to Kathy Kinney across midcourt. Back to Keene. Pass Kelly Nicholas down low, left side. She's got the screen inside though. We got a whistle, a shot. It won't count. Foul before the shot. Brenda Becker was fouled by Scotus. That should be a 1-and-1 now. It's on Kelly Wrinkle, her second foul. And Brenda Becker will go to the line to shoot 1-and-1, 57% in the regular season. Her first, good. She had 14 points in the first night against North Bend. Only 6 last night against Lakeview. She hits both ends of the 1-and-1. And she has 4 points. It's back to a 4-point lead for Hartington as Nicholas goes to Burnt. Burnt looks to Wrinkle. Wrinkle back to Burnt. She'll take the 12-foot perimeter shot. It's off the front of the horn. No good. Kathy Kinney pulls it down and goes to Jane Keene to bring it up the right side. 6:30 to go in the second quarter of play. 14-10, Hartington leading Scotus. Brenda Becker at high post, right side to Kathy Kinney as they try to split the lane. Diane Becker out on top left side. Jane Keene's got the screen. She'll pop. It's off. No good. Kelly Nicholas with the rebound. She's got Ann Burnt open. 3-on-1 break. She's going to bring it down herself. No, nice dish to Burnt. Puts it up and good. Kelly Nicholas waited till the last possible moment, and she made Keene commit herself to Kelly Nicholas, and she got the pass to Ann Burnt, who put it up. 14-12. Keene to Brenda Becker, brings it the length of the court. Out on top to Jane Keene. It's a 2-point ball game. They've been tied twice. Hartington's led by as many as 6. Colette Miller gets it to Brenda Becker. Left side of the free throw line, drives. She'll take the 10-footer. It drops. Brenda Becker with 6 points. She and Jane Keene each have 6 for Hartington. Nicholas to Wrinkle to Scotus. Scotus not being able really to run tonight. The steal out there by Brenda Becker. Takes her away from Kelly Martin. Covered by Ann Burnt in the lane. Shoots up. No good. Diane Becker with the rebound. We've got a whistle. And a foul, I believe, going against Courtney Tooley at Scotus. And on Courtney, that'll be her second personal. That could be a problem for Scotus tonight. The big girls inside getting pressure, and Scotus wants a timeout. With the score, Hartington Cedar Catholic 16, Scotus 12. Scotus takes a timeout, and the Hartington fans come to their feet. Building a tradition of innovation into your home with Huntington ceramic tiles from Garahold Concrete Products of Columbus. The kitchen, bath, countertops, walls, and light-duty floors. Huntington tiles come in a variety of styles and colors to coordinate with contemporary appliances and fixtures. See samples of Garahold Concrete Products in Columbus, Howard Boulevard. The Cookbook Restaurant's breakfast special this week is 2 eggs, any style, delicious crisp bacon, toast, and a drink, $1.92. And remember, their delicious Sunday breakfast buffet. It starts at 8 a.m. every Sunday. The Cookbook Restaurant on 23rd Street in Columbus. AM 90 KJSK Columbus. I'm Scott Fisher bringing you the action of this game. Jane Keene with 6, Brenda Becker with 6. Kathy Kinney and Diane Becker each with a pair for Hartington so far. Colette Miller hasn't scored. Scotus, Ann Burnt with 2, Kelly Nicholas with 4, Kelly Martin with a bucket. Courtney Tooley hasn't scored. Kelly Wrinkle has scored. And Diane Becker at the line shooting 2. She missed 2 earlier. She'll shoot 1-and-1. So she's 0 for 2 on the night. She's 47% on the year. She gets the first one down. Courtney Tooley comes out. Camille Sabota comes in on the buzzer. Angie Brzezowski out there now also for Scotus as Kelly Wrinkle sits down. So it's Sabota, Brzezowski, Wrinkle, Martin, and Burnt for Scotus as Diane Becker hits the second part of the 1-and-1. And Hartington's 4 for 6 from the line. They lead by 6, 18-12. 5 minutes to go first half. Kelly Nicholas to Ann Burnt. Out on top to Brzezowski. Angie looks for the shot, not there. Good to get tied up, goes to Camille Sabota, finds Kelly Nicholas going against Keene in the corner. Almost tied up, has to get open. Kelly Martin covered by Brenda Becker. Martin drives, lays it up and in. She went over Colette Miller that time, and Kelly Martin has 4. Inbounds pass off the fingertips of Colette Miller. Kathy Kinney apparently not inbounds completely. Touched the ball. Turnover on Hartington. Scotus gets it back. They're down by 4. Chance to cut it to 2 as Martin will do the inbounds chores. To Camille Sabota. Right side corner to Angie Brzezowski to Kelly Winkle against Keene. Basket good! Kelly Nicholas with 6. It's a 2-point ball game with 4:35 to go in the first half. Brenda Becker brings it up court. Stops her dribble, gives it to Jane Keene across the timeline. Keene at the circle. Pulls it out, goes left side. She wants to go inside to Brenda Becker. We have a foul or a 3-second call. We got a pushing call on Hartington Cedar Catholics. Brenda Becker, she turned Angie Brzezowski around, it appeared, and was actually pushing on her, so Brenda Becker picks up her first foul. Team foul number 4 on Hartington CC. Next time, Scotus goes to the line to shoot 1-1. Sabota throws it in to Nicholas, and Hartington offers no pressure. Left side to Brzezowski, doesn't take the shot. Flips it out to Ann Burnt, top of the circle. In the lane to Kelly Martin, puts it up over Miller. No good, Brzezowski with the rebound. Martin goes down, basket good. Kelly Martin gets up slowly. Brzezowski with the 2 points, and we're tied. Almost a steal out there by Kelly Nicholas on Kathy Kinney. Jane Keene gets it. We got a whistle, a travel as Keene gets it to Diane Becker. Turnover number 7 on Hartington. And Bob Derry says, hold it, timeout. Hartington wants a timeout. Listen to the Scotus crowd. The Shamrocks want this one bad. They lost it up here a year ago. They would like nothing more than to go down to Lincoln next Thursday morning at 11:30 with a record of 22-0. And stay tuned. We're tied up. We'll tell you if it's going to happen right here on AM 90 KJSK. I want to say a special hi to Tom and Dorothy Draplinski of Omaha, who evidently through some special antenna can pick up KJSK at night down in Omaha. Dorothy is the aunt and Tom is the uncle of Scotus Senior Ann Burnt. And I'll tell you what, we enjoy having you tune in tonight. It's a whale of a ball game. On the travel, on the dead ball, Hartington called the time. It's Scotus ball as Nicholas brings it up. Hartington switches defense a little bit, goes to a straight man-to-man now. Out to Ann Burnt. Well, check that. They're not in the straight man-to-man. Ann Burnt almost with the walk to Kelly Nicholas on top. We'll try to pick it up. It's a matchup zone of some kind. Sabota gets it left side to Brzezowski. To Burnt. She'll shoot from 16. Short. No good. Keene with the rebound. Jane Keene almost with the double dribble. Gets it up to midcourt, covered by Kelly Nicholas. Nicholas doing a whale of a job on her defensively. Keene, though, has 6 points. Baseline left side, looks for the shot. Keene can't take it, out to Colette Miller. Right side to Kathy Kinney. She's got Becker open in the right corner, goes back to Miller. Back to Jane Keene, looking in for Brenda Becker. That won't work, so they'll bring it out top, and now they switch everything to the right side. Let's see what goes there. Brenda Becker to Kathy Kinney, shot up, no good. Diane Becker with the rebound, no good. Foul shot, no good. Kelly Nicholas with the rebound. She's got Sabota open, pushes it down. Camille has it tipped away off by Diane Becker. Camille got a hand on it. And it's a turnover on Scotus. That pressure offense, that time coughing it out. Kelly Winkle in for Ann Burnt. And on the buzzer, Courtney Tooley will come in for Camille Sabota. 18-18, 2:43 to go in the first half of play. Brenda Becker throws it into Jane Keene. Keene with the right-handed dribble. Now goes to her left, across midcourt against Kelly Nicholas. Almost a turnover there. She palmed it. No whistle. Takes a 16-footer. In and out, no good. Kelly Winkle with the rebound for Scotus. To Kelly Nicholas, and Kelly Nicholas is going to be a tired girl before the night's over. She probably will not get a rest tonight. 18-footer, top of the key, no good. Rebound, Colette Miller. for Hartington to Jane Keene. They want to run. They've got a 3-on-3 break. Down to Diane Becker, corner, baseline left side. Takes one dribble over cross court to sister Brenda, who drives to the lane. A 6-footer for Brenda Becker goes down. She's got 8 points. And Hartington back on top. We were stuck on 18-18 for a couple minutes there. Scotus with the ball. Brzezowski on top. Just Tooley, turnaround jumper by Courtney, goes down. Courtney Tooley with the 8-footer. It's tied up 20-20, fourth tie of the game. Kathy Kinney in backcourt, being hounded by Keene. They don't have it over yet in 10 seconds. They could get caught here. Jane Keene, 10-second call, 10-second call. The Scotus crowd all on their feet right now, with a chance to take the lead. They have yet to lead in the ball game. Hartington opened it up with the lead. Kelly Nicholas takes a shot, off, no good. Rebound, Brenda Becker to Kathy Kinney. Here comes Hartington to Jane Keene, still not across the timeline yet. Keene gets it across midcourt, goes baseline left side, dishes in to Diane Becker, shot up, no good. Loose ball, rebound, Scotus. It goes out of bounds off the hands of Becker and Keene, and Scotus with a chance to take the lead. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go. First half of action. Tooley to Kelly Nicholas up midcourt. Picked up by Keene. At the top of the key, left side to Camille Sabota. Camille goes to Kelly Wrinkle. Kelly bounces once to Courtney Tooley. She'll shoot again. In and out, and in! Scotus leads by 2. 22-20, 44 seconds to go in the first half. Jane Keene brings it across midcourt on the right side. She'll look for Diane Becker, not open. Goes left side, looks for Brenda Becker. She's not open, out to Colette Miller at high post. Miller into Brenda Becker. In the lane, turnaround jumper, off the front of the rim. Kelly Martin with the rebound. She's trying to dribble past Brenda Becker. Has to slow it up. Takes a 15-footer. Kelly Martin puts Scotus up by 4 with 17 seconds to go in the first half. 24-20, 10 seconds in the half. Jane Keene races down. She could pop it herself to Diane Becker. Drives the baseline. Throws inside. Left side, fouled out to Brenda Becker. Pass is good. It'll be 24-22 at the half as the Scotus Lady Shamrocks go to the locker room, leading 24-22 at halftime. After trailing 12-8 at the end of the first quarter, Scotus turns it around and outscores Hartington 16-10 in the second period of play. And what an exciting game tonight on AM 90 KJSK as Scotus and Hartington Cedar Catholic got a humdinger going. And if you want to get another radio next to you, you can find out on FM Steam. But they have not yet seen any action. While Scotus's bench is a little bit deeper with, well, girls we've already seen Angie Brzezowski, Camille Sabota. We have not yet seen Mary Ferringer or Pam Rosa. And they don't come in just when the lead's big. They'll come in if needed. Those 4 girls I mentioned there. So I imagine to start the second half of play, we will see the same starting 5 for Scotus Central Catholic: Ann Burnt, Kelly Nicholas, Kelly Martin, and Courtney Tooley, and Kelly Wrinkle, and Jane Keene for Hartington, Kathy Kinney, Diane Becker, Brenda Becker, and Colette Miller. The Shamrocks will get the ball to start the second half. On the possession side. Their ball on the side, going right to left and kind of away from us as we look at it. And Byrne will throw it into Kelly Nicholas. We'll see how Hartington sets up now defensively. They put, looks like a box and one almost right side. Kelly Martin hits from 15 feet. Kelly's got 8 points in the ball game, and Scotus is up by 4. Loose ball backcourt. Jane Keene gets it to Colette Miller across the timeline. She'll drive in the lane to Diane Becker. Shuffles her feet. No whistle. She puts it up and in. Diane Becker with 6 points. It's a 2-point ball game again. 26-24 as Kelly Martin brings it up for the Rocks to Kelly Wrinkle. Let's see how they set up defensively. Kelly Nicholas, right side, off, no good. Kelly Martin with the rebound, forces a shot up, no good. No whistle in there. Jane Keene with the rebound. Hartington wants to run. Now she slows it up. Keene, top of the key, goes left side to the corner. Wants to shoot, can't, to Colette Miller. Miller hasn't really shot yet in the game. Inside to Diane Becker. Stolen away by Courtney Tooley. 9th turnover on Hartington to Kelly Nicholas. 1 minute gone in the third quarter of play. Kelly Nicholas with a spin dribble. To Kelly Wrinkle, left side of the key, drives, tries to put it up. We got a whistle and a foul. Blocking foul on Diane Becker. Her second foul. First team foul on Hartington this half. Hartington has shot 4 for 6 from the line. Scotus has yet to shoot a free throw in this game tonight. Kelly Martin will throw it in for the Rocks underneath the left side of their own hoop. Bounce pass underneath to Courtney Tooley. Shoots up. Oh, won't go. Rebound's going to be going to Hartington as Courtney Tooley reached over the back that time with Kathy Kinney. And that'll be the third foul on Courtney. First team foul this half on Scotus. Courtney comes out. Camille Sabota comes in immediately. Courtney doesn't pick up that fourth. Brenda Becker wants to throw it in for Hartington to Jane Keene. She and Courtney and Kelly Nicholas race down the left side. Brings it up. Kelly guarding her, trying to figure out the Scotus defense right now. Double teamed over there inside to Brenda Becker, underneath to Diane Becker, basket good. And we're tied up at 26-26. Brenda Becker with 10 points. That's our 5th tie of the game. Kelly Martin at the top of the key. Doesn't take the shot, goes right side to Kelly Nicholas against Jane Keene. Baseline shot, off the front, no good. Nicholas with the rebound, blocked by Colette Miller. And Jane Keene picks it up. And we've got a foul on Kelly Nicholas, her first, second team on Scotus. Throwing it inbounds for Hartington. Cedar Catholic will be Brenda Becker. Looks for Diane Becker, now goes to Kathy Kinney against Kelly Martin. Bringing it up court. We've got a blocking foul out front on Kelly Martin. On Kelly, that's her first foul. All this is going to do is send Hartington to the line early again like they did in the first half. 6:07 left in the third quarter of play. 2 more fouls, and Hartington will be shooting 1-and-1s the rest of the night. Brenda Becker will throw it in. Jane Keene out by midcourt. Scotus playing man-to-man. Jane Keene against Kelly Nicholas. Goes baseline, right side. Can't get the shot. Looks in for Diane Becker, who's wide open. Misses the shot. Didn't put enough oomph on it, and Kelly Wrinkle pulls it down for Scotus. Big Kelly Martin can't get the break going. Scotus really unable to get that string of points going tonight like they normally do. Right side of Camille Sabota. Camille looks for Kelly Nicholas, who hasn't hit yet in this third quarter. That one's off, 15-footer, misses. And Kinney with the rebound, the key for Hartington. Nicholas is cold. He's got to get warmed up. Scotus got to get somebody hot. We're tied at 26 all, 5:25 to go third quarter. Kathy Kinney passes a shot up at the line, gives it back out to Jane Keene. Scotus finding Hartington really shuffling everything around. Shot by Miller, no good. Kinney with the rebound, no good. Miller tips it up, no good. Grabs a rebound from Ann Burke. Throws it to Brenda Becker. She shoots, no good. They miss 3. Colette Miller gets it back. They could get a try on a fourth one. That brings Hartington to their feet. Jane Keene with the ball. Colette Miller, right side of the key, goes to Brenda Becker. They'll try to split it. She goes to Kathy Kinney against Kelly Martin. 10-footer, bounces it on in. Kathy Kinney with 4 points, and Hartington leads by 2. 28-26, 4:40 to go. We got a whistle down the other end. Kelly Wrinkle with the travel. 7th turnover on the Shamrocks as they had the fast break there. And now we'll see Mary Farringer coming into the game for Kelly Nicholas. Farringer's first appearance, a 5'8" junior. Hartington brings it up with Colette Miller, breaking the Scotus pressure. There's a lock, not called. Kathy Kinney gets a pass. She pulled the pivot foot, no whistle. We got a whistle now. Now we're getting a warning on the Scotus crowd. Telling them to get off the court or not to harass the officials. Got big ears tonight. And he should only be worried about what's going on the court. Inbounds play. Goes to Jane Keene. 12-footer right side. Good. Jane Keene has 8. And Hartington leads by 4. Behringer with the ball for Scotus. Left side, and Burnt looks for Sabota. Doesn't take the shot. To Wrinkle, top of the key. To Kelly Martin. Loose ball out front. Stolen away by Brenda Becker. No whistle. She drives down, puts it up. Good. Brenda Becker with a dozen. And Scotus wants a timeout. 32-26. Hartington is roared back in the second half of play to take a 6-point lead on the Shamrocks. And the Scotus crowd has gotten a warning. Now, the Hartington crowd has students on the floor, not cheerleaders, and I don't know why they don't get a warning. First National Bank in Columbus is your full-service bank, offering you such services as student loans, home loans, investment certificates, CDs, IRAs, money markets, and the 24-hour teller facility. At their downtown location, First National Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Building the tradition of innovation into your home with Huntington ceramic tiles from Gerhold Concrete Products of Columbus for kitchen and bath. Countertops, walls, and light-duty floors. Huntington tiles come in a variety of styles and colors to coordinate with contemporary appliances and fixtures. See samples of Gerhold Concrete Products in Columbus on Howard Boulevard. You know, everybody pays $1.50 if you're a student, $2 if you're an adult to get into a ball game. And they're not throwing stuff on the floor. They're not interfering with the game of play. Maybe they should put cotton in their ears. You've got a striped shirt on. 32-26, Kelly Nicholas back in for Scotus. So's Courtney Tooley. Burnt goes to Kelly Martin, has knocked away by Brenda Becker to Kelly Nicholas. She hasn't hit yet in the second half to Angie Brzezowski. Brzezowski into the game, goes bounce pass left side to Kelly Nicholas. Takes a shot, it's going to be off the rim, no good. Brenda Becker with the rebound. Scotus hasn't scored yet in the third quarter of play. They have gone 4 minutes and 30 seconds without scoring. They have made one basket. 24-22 is what they let it have. 3 seconds. Come on, call it. There you go. Jane Keene camping in the lane with a state park permit finally gets a whistle. Scotus has scored only once in the second half, while Hartington has scored 10. Kelly Nicholas to Ann Burnt. Ann looks for the shot, can't take it. Loose ball is going to be lost. She had a bounce pass looking away for Angie Brzezowski. Turnover on Scotus, they're 8. And if a technical is called on the crowd, that would go on John Peterson. It would be a 2-shot foul. Jane Keene gets the inbounds pass, brings it up court. Gee, with a palm there and no call. Covered by Kelly Nicholas to Colette Miller, high post, left side to Kathy Kinney. Back to Miller, brings it to the top of the key, says let's bring it out to Jane. Keene comes up out on top now. Hartington with a 6-point lead, may be just looking for the good shot now, willing to take some time off. Colette Miller fakes, doesn't shoot, throws in the lane to Brenda Becker. We've got a foul called on Angie Brzezowski. And on Scotus, that's her 4th team foul. That's the first one on Angie. Next time, Hartington will be shooting 1-and-1. Scotus needs to break out. It goes in, bounce pass to Diane Becker in the lane. 10-footer, in and out, no good. Kelly Nicholas with the rebound. Double team, now they back off, brings it up court. She'll pop and shoot, no good. Whistle and a foul, she'll shoot twice now. First time for Scotus going to the line. Jane Keene draws the personal foul. Kelly Nicholas will shoot 2 for Scotus. Hartington crowd yelling out pressure. Kelly Nicholas hits the first one. Her first point of the second half. Kelly Wrinkle in now for Angie Brzozowski. So Scotus with their original 5 in there. Hartington, they have not substituted all night. Nicholas hits the second one. Kelly Nicholas with 8 points. It's 32-28. Hartington with a 4-point lead. They led twice by as many as 6. Shane Keene in backcourt. Gets it across. Loses Nicholas for a moment. Goes baseline left side. Looks in for Brenda Becker against Kelly Wrinkle. Puts it up and in. Brenda Becker with 14. She leads all scorers. It's back to 6. 2 minutes to go. Third quarter. Burnt with it on the left side. Out in front to Wrinkle. Loses a dribble. Now going to get tied up if she's not careful. Gets it to Kelly Nicholas. Nice job by Kelly. To Kelly Nicholas. Back to Kelly Wrinkle out on top. 1:47 to go. Third quarter. Scotus trails by 6. To Kelly Martin. To Kelly Nicholas right side. Covered by Keene. The switch in defense has caused Scotus problems. Wrinkle from the right side. High off the rim. Keene with the rebound for Hartington. 1:30 to go, third quarter. Keene races down the right side. Looks for Diane Becker. To Kathy Kinney. Through her hands. Picked up by Brenda Becker. She looks for help. Tied up. Gets it out to Kathy Kinney. Kinney will try to drive the lane. Puts it up. No good. Rebound. No foul call. Kelly Wrinkle gets manhandled by Kathy Kinney all over her. She says, what do I do? They have fouled her. She got her once on the rebound, and then when Kelly brought it down, was trying to break free for a pass, she got her again on the arm. 34-28 the score. We're at nearing the 1-minute mark of the third quarter as Kelly Nicholas brings it up for the Rocks. Trailing by 6. Right side bounce pass to Kelly Wrinkle. Nicholas out on top to Annie Byrne. Goes to Courtney Tooley, drives right side, 6-footer, no good. Whistle on the rebound. Kelly Wrinkle's going to get called for the personal. And on Kelly, that's her third foul, but moreover, it's the 1-1 the rest of the way now for Hartington Cedar Catholic as we walk to the other end. The Cookbook Restaurant's breakfast special this week is 2 eggs, any style. Delicious crisp bacon, toast, and a drink, $1.92. And remember, their delicious Sunday breakfast buffet starting at 8 a.m. every Sunday. The Cookbook Restaurant on 23rd Street. Kathy Kinney goes to the line for Hartington Cedar Catholic. She's a good free throw shooter. She's hit 62% on the year. And she misses that one. Tooley with the rebound. Throws it away. Brenda Becker picks it up. Scotus with 9 turnovers. And that's a break for Hartington. They want to play for 1. If they do, they'd go up and make it. They'd go up by 8, the biggest lead of the game for either team. This would be a great time for a turnover. Paulette Miller to Diane Becker. Off to Jane Keene. 25 seconds to Brenda Becker. Covered by Kelly Wrinkle. She'll drive. Has it tipped away. And a whistle. Kathy Kinney picks up the foul. Tooley knocked it away. She and Kelly Martin were batting for the ball, and Kinney pushed in there between the two and forced herself in there and picks up her third foul. She'll come out, and Mary Farringer comes in for Scotus for Ann Byrne. Ronnie Collars, first substitution of the game for Hartington, a 5'10 sophomore, replacing Kathy Kinney. Collars averages 1 point on the season. She had 4 in the first game, 2 last night. In districts, 10 seconds. Wrinkle with the ball. She may not be aware of the time of the clock. Drives, puts it up, won't go. Tooley with the rebound, puts it up. It won't fall. Loose ball out there with 2 seconds. It's going to go out of bounds, but that's the end of the third quarter of play. Boy, could the Rocks have used a bucket there. As they get outscored in the third quarter of play and trail 34-28 as Hartington outscores them 10-6. This has got to be one of the lowest scoring games of the season for both teams. Both average up around the 58 to 59% offensive figures. And Scotus has been holding their opponents around 38%. Hartington around 37 points and 38 points on the season respectively. Filling all your prescriptions at one pharmacy makes sense, so have them filled at Blevins Drive-In Pharmacy. The record-keeping system at Blevins helps you keep track of your family's prescriptions and helps prevent drug interactions. Ask about it at Blevins Drive-In Pharmacy, 1461 28th Avenue. Well, the Shamrocks have gotten this far, 21-0, while Hartington is 20-2. And who wins goes to state. And it's interesting to look in the face of the players as they come out. The Shamrocks have a determined look. Hartington looks around. What we got here? Ask him whose ball it's going to be. And the official who gave the Scotus student section a warning walks over and picks up a piece of compound and never glances at the crowd. Fourth quarter underway as Brenda Becker throws it into Jane Keene. 8 minutes to play. Scotus needs to make up 6 and get one more. Keene with the ball against Kelly Nicholas. Looks in for Brenda Becker. Loses the ball to Kathy Kinney, who's back in there with 3 fouls. Back to Jane Keene. Keene gets a screen from Colette Miller. Trapped in the corner by Ann Burnt and Kelly Nicholas. Where's the 5-second call? Underneath to Diane Becker. She walks with it. She shuffled her feet. 11 turnovers on Hartington, 9 on Scotus. The time now for the Rocks to come back within 4. They trail 34-28. 7:30 to go. Wrinkle with it right side to Kelly Nicholas. Almost has it stolen away. It's going to be a jump ball. It'll go to Scotus on the possession sign. The pass by Wrinkle was a little bit on the long side for a bounce pass, and Nicholas didn't get over quick enough to try to go for it. She was waiting for it to come to her instead of going for it. Martin will throw it in out front to Courtney Tooley. To Kelly Martin on the right side from 18, partially blocked. Loose ball foul on Courtney Tooley. Will shoot 1 and 1 at the other end. And I've got Courtney for 4 fouls now. Camille Sabota comes into the game and will shoot 1 and 1 with Diane Becker at the other end. She's 2 for 4 on the night at the free throw line. We need the miss here. And we get it. Rebound, Camille Sabota for Scotus. She's in trouble, has to dribble out of it, does a great job across midcourt. She wants to drive, bounce past to Ann Burnt, pushes in, basket good. What a play by Camille Sabota coming off the bench. 4 points for Burnt. It's a 34-30 ball game. And travel, Colin Hartington. On the inbounds pass, Brenda Becker throws it into Keene. Keene trying to dish it back off, and Becker travels with it. Timeout called by Hartington Cedar Catholic. And the Scotus crowd back on their feet. Oven fresh from the New World Inn to you. Bakery fresh treats just like Grandma used to make. Stop in at the New World Inn and try homemade pies, cinnamon rolls, and other rich, delicious bakery treats. That's at the New World Inn in Columbus at Highway 81 and 30. AM 90, KJSK Columbus. You're hearing the Class B Girls District Final from Northeast Tech and Norfolk. The winner goes to Lincoln, 11:30 next Thursday afternoon. Whoever wins this will be the #1 seed, most likely. Scotus right now trails by 4, 34-30. Foul troubles, Courtney Tooley with 4, Kelly Wrinkle with 3 for Scotus, and Kathy Kinney from Hartington with 3. Scotus has the ball, a chance to come back within 2. Ann Burnt throws it in to Kelly Nicholas. Out front to Kelly Wrinkle. Hartington drops back to a diamond and 1. The one man-to-man being on Kelly Nicholas. Right side, Ann Burnt shot no good. Camille Sabota fouls, basket good! Camille Sabota brings it back within 2. Inbounds pass by Kathy Kinney, thrown away. Scotus back in the ball game with 6:44 to go, down by a bucket. And the crowd is going nuts. It's wearing the green and white. Kelly Martin will throw it in. She gets it to Camille Sabota, to Kelly Winkle, baseline left side, to Kelly Nicholas from 16. In and out, no good. Rebound and a whistle. Diane Becker got the rebound, and I'm not sure who the foul's on. It's on Kelly Winkle, and on Winkle, that's her 4th personal foul. So Tooley and Winkle each with 4. And Diane Becker goes to the line again to shoot 1 and 1. On the night, Hartington is 4 for 7. And all the misses have been by the girl going to the line, Diane Becker. Angie Brzozowski in for Kelly Winkle. She, Sabota, Kelly Martin, Ann Burnt, and Kelly Nicholas make up the Scotus 5. Becker hits this one. Diane Becker's average on the season, 15 points a game. Right now, she has only 7. She gives her team a 3-point lead that can go up by 4 with the basket here. Second one around and down. Ann Burnt, right side, shot partially blocked, rebound Sabota. Foul Diane Becker of Hartington. 4th Burnt team foul on Hartington, 3rd on Becker. Oh, that's a 15 foul. Check that. Camille Sabota, 1 and 1 at the line. Camille coming off the bench, doing a great job. Hits the first one. Well, you need that bench play. And Bob Gary said at the beginning of the night, he thought his girl Diane Becker, Jane Keene would have their game. Kelly Nicholas, Courtney Tooley, Kelly Martin would have their game. But it would be the other 3 girls on the court that would make the difference. Sabota misses the second one. Colette Miller with the rebound. For Jane Keene, it's a 3-point ball game, 36-33. 6:18 to go. Jane Keene, high post right side to Colette Miller. She's looking for Brenda Becker left side, covered by Brzozowski. She gives it to Ronnie Collars, who's into the game now. For Kathy Kinney. Diane Becker gets it, shoots. She walks. She is blocked by Kelly Nicholas, went up with it, came back down on the jumper and missed. Gets a turnover. Turnover number 14 on Hartington. Here's a chance for Scotus to get within 2 as Kelly Nicholas brings it up. Kelly in the second half, just with 2 points. There's a shot by Ann Burnt. Make that Sabota. She's fouled down at the far end. And Colette Miller picks up her second foul. 2 shots for Camille Sabota. She's 1 for 2 at the line for Scotus tonight. And hits the first one. Camille Sabota, not a regular all season, more or less a junior varsity player, scored 7 against Schuyler and 4 against Blair. Ronnie Collars comes out, Kathy Kinney back in for Hartington. They've got their original 5 in as Sabota looks at the second one. It's off, no good. And Diane Becker pulls down the rebound to Kathy Kinney. Almost has it stolen away by Nicholas to Keene across midcourt. Scotus down by a bucket with 5:40 to go. Colette Miller, high post right side. Misses the shot, fakes, goes to Brenda Becker left side of the high post. She drives, bounce pass off to Keene. Takes a shot, it's up, no good. And fouled by Kelly Nicholas. That's Kelly's second personal foul. Keene will shoot 2 at the line. She shoots 58% on the year from the free throw line. These are big shots. Keene will get 2 and hits the first one. Hartington tonight, 7 for 10 at the line. Jane Keene with 9 points, her first free throw. Their second one, also good. It's back to 4 for Hartington. 5:30 to go as Kelly Nicholas races it up court to Ann Burnt. Hartington wants to walk, doesn't get it. To Nicholas from Burnt, who brings it at the top of the key. Left side to Angie Brzozowski, can't shoot. Ann Burnt crosses into the lane. Brzozowski has it knocked away. Jump ball. It's going to go to Hartington. Turnover on Scotus. Go 10. Kelly Wrinkle back into the game for Scotus to replace Angie Brzozowski. Colette Miller will throw it in for the Hartington CC Lady Trojans to Brenda Becker. Covered by Camille Sabota to Colette Miller. To Jane Keene as they get it across the timeline. 5 minutes to go. Scotus trails 38-34. Knocked away out there by Kelly Nicholas. She picks it up. We're going to have a jump ball. Scotus will get it on the possession side. Kelly Nicholas getting up slowly. Did she crunch her wrist or what? She says, I want to come out or I'm okay. She's okay. Shakes it off. 15 turnovers on Hartington. So Scotus gets it back as they trade turnovers. Nicholas goes right side, wants a shot, puts it up. In and out, no good. Rebound Miller to Keene. They want to run. We got a whistle. Keene traveled with it. Back down when she got the outlet pass. Turnover number 16. Scotus will get the ball back where the turnover took place. Baseline in the right corner with Kelly Wrinkle throwing it in. Down by 4, 38-34. To Kelly Nicholas in the corner, covered by Jane Keene. Hartington CC playing a diamond and one to Ann Burnt. Ann Burnt will shoot. Left side, bounces around, no good. Rebound, Diane Becker. Dribbles it out, takes a couple steps. Gets it to Jane Keene, not taking a couple steps as far as a walk, but dribbles it out. There's a steal out there by Nicholas. Keene gets it back. Nicholas too much for Keene tonight. Goes right side, says, get her away from me. Inside to Diane Becker, puts it up, too short. Loose ball on the floor. Hartington's gonna get it on the jump ball tie-up. We're getting more bodies on the floor than anything. Bob Geary yelling, waving finger number 1 for play number 1 now, waving the index finger. Brenda Becker will throw it into Colette Miller. Baseline right side. And out to Jane Keene. Keene into Diane Becker. Shot in the lane. Basket won't go. And a whistle and a foul. As Ann Burnt gets a rebound. And it's either on Diane Becker or Kathy Kinney. It's on Kinney, her 4th foul. Her 5th foul. Kathy Kinney leaves the game with 4 points. And she gets a standing ovation from the Hartington crowd with 4:05 to go. Ronnie Collars is the girl that's coming in. Bob Geary taking the time to talk to her. Tell her what he wants her to do. First National Bank in Columbus is a full-service bank offering you such services as student loans, home loans, investment certificates, CDs, IRAs, money markets, and a 24-hour teller facility at their downtown location. First National Bank, an equal housing member FDIC. Ann Burnt shooting 1-1 at the line. Scotus 4 for 6 from the line as a team tonight. Come on, Ann, get the first one down. It won't go. The rebound, Diane Becker. There's a whistle. I thought we were going to have a foul, but instead Becker walks with it. Hartington with 17 turnovers. Scotus gets a break. Kelly Martin's got to throw it in. Find somebody, Kelly, to Kelly Wrinkle. Kelly Martin in the corner hasn't played shot a lot tonight. Uncorks one from the right side. An 18-footer, she's got 10. It's a 2-point game, 3:56 to go. Into Jane Keene. She's looking for Diane Becker down court. Kelly Nicholas outraces her, makes her slow up. Keene outfakes Nicholas. Right side, baseline, looking for help. Goes to Ronnie Collars. Collars out of position, has to go back to Keene. They'll work it to the left side. Looking inside now for Diane Becker. Kelly Wrinkle playing with 4 fouls. Courtney Tooley on the bench for Scotus with 4 fouls. Colette Miller gets it to Jane Keene. Keene left side to Collars. She'll shoot. Good! Ronnie Collars off the bench, just like Camille Sabota for Scotus. Answers the call. It's 46-30, Hartington. Kelly Wrinkle, 15-footer, in and out, no good. Rebound and a whistle on Kelly Nicholas at Scotus. Jane Keene got the rebound. Keene comes down a little slow, holding her schnoz. Thought have got it popped in there. She'll shoot 1-1. She's hit 2 for 2 tonight. She could put Hartington up by 6 if she hits both of them here. It's 40-36, Hartington leading Scotus with 3:04 to go. Keane's first one is broken. Courtney Tooley will come back in for Scotus. And she'll give Ann Burnt a rest. So Wrinkle and Tooley both playing with 4 fouls. Hartington has hit 9 of 13. 9 of 14, 10 of 13 now. And that could be the difference in the game. 42-36, Scotus needs to score right now. Kelly Wrinkle with it. Bounce pass to Courtney Tooley. She takes a shot. It's good. Courtney Tooley comes back and answers with a bucket. It's a 4-point ball game. Hartington with the fast break. Brenda Becker brings it up. Pass to stop the dribble goes to Jane Keane. Back to Brenda Becker on the left side. Hartington wants to slow things down. 2:40 to go in the game and call a timeout. And we may see them try to take the air out of the ball and force Scotus to send them to the line. Building a tradition of innovation into your home with Huntington ceramic tiles from Gerhold Concrete Products of Columbus for kitchen and bath, countertops, walls, and light-duty floors. Huntington tiles come in a variety of styles and colors to coordinate contemporary appliances and fixtures. See samples of Gerhold Concrete Products in Columbus on Howard Boulevard. This game has lived up to everything we thought it would be. Each team is led. Hartington is led by as many as 6. Scotus is led by only 2 points. You're hearing it on AM 90 KJSK Columbus. The score is 42-38. Scotus down by 4 with 2:40 to go. Hartington had taken the timeout. That was their second they had taken. And it's their ball in front of their own bench. With Brenda Becker throwing it in. They run a stack to Diane Becker on the inbounds pass. Loose ball out there. Tied up by Kelly Nicholas. Turnover on Hartington. Scotus gets it back. 18 turnovers on Hartington. Here's a chance to get it back to 2. Kelly Nicholas brings it down. Scotus down by 4. Courtney Tooley looks the shot. Passes off to Kelly Wrinkle. To Kelly Martin. Kelly drives baseline right side. Has it blocked. Loose ball out there. Picked up by Brenda Becker. The count's on. 5 seconds. Loose ball. As she gets it to Ronnie Collars. To Jane Keane. Breaking the 10-second plane. With 2:10 to go. You don't want to send Keane to the line. Try Colette Miller. She hasn't shot much tonight, but don't have Tooley foul. That'd be her 5th. There's a foul on Kelly Wrinkle. That's her 5th. Kelly Wrinkle leads the game with 5 fouls and 4 points. The glass is up to her dad, Marv, who's standing next to us. And handling the videotape chores. And Byrne will come in for Scotus. Colette Miller will shoot 1-1 at the line. Miller really hasn't been in the game from a shooting standpoint tonight. She has no points. 42% free throw shooter on the season. The Becker girls are in the blocks along with Sabota and Tooley for Scotus. And the free throws are what hurt Scotus tonight. Hartington is 10 of 13. 11 of 14. Scotus sent Hartington to the line early in this first quarter on the 1-1. And about midway, or with about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, Miller gets a second. And if you can hear it in my voice, that's projection. Scotus trails by 6. Kelly Nicholas to Kelly Martin. They got to put it up. Martin does. It's going to be off the rim. No good. Brenda Becker with the rebound. Covered by Burnt in backcourt. We've got a foul on Ann Burnt. That stops the clock with 1:47 to go. And Brenda Becker will go to the line, shooting 1-1. The Cookbook's Restaurant's breakfast special this week is 2 eggs, any style, delicious crisp bacon, toast to the drink, $1.92. And remember the delicious Sunday breakfast buffet starting at 8 a.m. every Sunday. The Cookbook Restaurant on 23rd Street. Scotus calls a timeout. 1:47 to go. Trying to freeze the shooter, set up offensively what they want to do, and they come down the other way. The Hartington crowd is starting to sense that maybe they should be calling their friendly travel agent tomorrow for room reservations in Lincoln, Nebraska for next Thursday afternoon. But it ain't over yet. There's a minute 47 left to go, and the Rocks aren't gone yet. They were down to York by about 5 points with 3 or 4 minutes to play just a couple weeks ago and took off on a 16-1 spurt and won that game by 10. Filling all your prescriptions at one pharmacy makes sense, so have them filled at Blevins Drive-In Pharmacy. The record-keeping system at Blevins helps you keep track of your family's prescriptions and helps prevent drug interaction. Ask about it at Blevins Drive-In Pharmacy, 1461 28th Avenue. Brenda Becker goes to the line, who hits 47% on the year. She is 2 for 2 from the line tonight. That one's off. No good. We got a whistle. Scotus in the lane through his thing. Oh, what a bad break. So she gets another chance. No time went off the clock, though. Hartington has hit 13 of 16 from the line. That one's off, no good. Camille Sabota with the rebound. She gets it to Kelly Nicholas across midcourt, down by 5. Kelly will drive, lay it up. Basket good, Kelly Nicholas. 45-40. Scotus needs a turnover from Hartington. Jane Keene has it, 1:30 to go. They'll try to run the air out of it now. You don't want to foul Keene. And Courtney, there's off the ball. Ball's off on the floor. Ronnie Powers to the floor. Last touch. And Shane Hartington will get the ball as Kelly Martin touched it last. 1:19 to go. The coach on the floor, Jane Keene, calls the play. They run a stack. Brenda Becker throws it in. Colette Miller, fouled by Ann Burke. Miller will shoot 1 and 1. She's 2 for 2 from the line. 1:18 to go, 45-40. Kathy Kinney is fouled out for Hartington. Kelly Winkle is fouled out for Scotus. Courtney Tooley has 4 fouls. She's still in the game. Miller misses this one. Scotus will have a chance if they get the rebound. It's good though. Instead it drops down and Hartington has been ice at the line. 14 for 18. The lead is back to 6 with just 78 seconds left to go. Can the Shamrocks pull it out? The lead is to 7. As Miller hits that one. Kelly Nicholas brings it up. Looks for help. She's trapped. Pushes to Burnt, left side. Can't shoot. Goes back to Kelly Nicholas. Pushes a shot up. No good. Rebound, Colette Miller. Now, I'm not sure if Kelly Nicholas has full use of her left hand, as she was knocked down earlier in the night, early in the fourth quarter, and she's really not been dribbling with her left at all, and she can. Camille Sabota with the reach-in foul on Brenda Becker. It's 51 seconds to go. This game has been much closer, much closer than the scores indicate. They called an intentional foul. Oh, that call stinks. That is one that went against the Shamrocks and shouldn't have. Camille Sabota comes out. Angie Brzozowski comes in. I can't believe they called it intentional there. Brenda Becker misses the first one. Camille reached in for the ball. She wasn't trying to injure the player or tackle her. She misses both of them. See, I told you it wasn't an intentional foul. That's what you get for calling it. But Hartington gets the ball back, so you don't get a chance to rebound. Now Scotus needs to get him in on a 5-second call. Don't let him get it in, girls. Brenda Becker does to Keene. Immediate foul called on Kelly Nicholas. I'm going to ask Marv Winkle. Marv, you think Kelly's got full use of that left hand? I haven't seen her dribble with it since she fell down. The way she's carrying it, it's almost like it's hurting her a little bit. Jane Keene goes to the line, 1-1. Bingo. 16-21 at the line for Hartington. And that makes a difference tonight. They lead now by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Courtney Tooley with the rebound as she misses. Keene gets it up court. Or rather, Martin gets it up court. 39 seconds left. The miracle's got to happen now. Angie Brzezowski to Kelly Nicholas. Shot up, good. Call timeout. Come on, call the timeout. No, they don't. 30 seconds to go. Ball got away, so it's just as good as a timeout. Stops the clock. 48-42. Scotus trails by 6. Brenda Becker gets it. Brings it up court. Next time the jump ball, Hartington's going to get it anyhow. The ball handler, Keene, drags her foot, no call. There's a steal by Kelly Martin, but she's called for the whistle by the away official. Well, Scotus got the volleyball trophy. And it looks like Hartington will have a chance to go to Lincoln to repeat as state champions in basketball. Timeout call. 19 seconds to go. Hartington Cedar Catholic 48, Scotus 42. First National Bank in Columbus is your full-service bank offering you such services as student loans, home loans, investment certificates, CDs, IRAs, and money markets. And a 24-hour teller facility at their downtown location. First National Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. We'd like to thank First National Bank tonight, along with Garahold Concrete Products, the Cookbook Restaurant, Levin's Pharmacy, and the New World Inn for being our sponsors tonight and making this game possible on AM 90 KJSK Columbus. And anything short of a miracle right now, I'd have to say it's been a great season and a great career for Ann Burnt, Kelly Nicholas, Kelly Wrinkle, Angie Brzezowski, and Courtney Tooley, and Paula Bader for Scotus. Jane Keene put the nail in the coffin as she shoots 1-1. It's a 7-point lead, 19 seconds to go. 8-point lead. Scotus will finish the year 21-1. Kelly Martin brings it up, pops and hits. They just got a little bit of that too late. 9 seconds, 50-44, foul on Kelly Martin, stops it, Colette Miller goes to the line. Early fouls by the Shamrocks in the first and third quarters, sending Hartington Cedar Catholic to the line to shoot 1-1 early. And Hartington has hit tonight 18 of 23. 19 to 24 as Colette Miller hits the first one. Make that 19 to 25. Colette Miller with 5 points, all at the free throw line. Hartington crowd tells you what happened. She put it down. 52-44. Kelly Nicholas will get the last shot off of the game possibly. No good. Jump ball or foul. What are they going to call? It doesn't matter. They call it on Ann Burnt. Scoring totals tonight for Scotus. Mary Berenger did not score. Ann Burnt with 4 points, finishing out her career. Kelly Nicholas finishing her career tonight with 12 points. Angie Brzezowski finishing her career tonight with 2 points. Kelly Martin finishing her career with 12 points. Courtney Tooley finishing her career with 6 points. Camille Sabota off the bench with 4 points. And Kelly Wrinkle finishing her career with 4 points. We got Diane Becker at the line, shooting 1 and 1. 19 of 25 at the line for Hartington CC tonight. 19 to 26, Kelly Martin will throw at the length of the court. Hartington is still the state champions as they want to go to the locker room now. 52-44, but first they'll have to accept the first place trophy. Scoring totals for Hartington Cedar Catholic: Jane Keene with 15, Ronnie Collars with 2, Kathy Kinney with 4, Diane Becker with 8, Brenda Becker with 15, and Colette Miller with 6. Again for Scotus, Farringer with 0 points, Burnt with 4, Kelly Nicholas with 12, Angie Gazowski with 2, Kelly Martin with 12, Courtney Tooley with 6, Camille Sabota with 4, and Kelly Rinkle with 4 points. Our thanks to Gerhold Concrete Products, the Cookbook Restaurant, Blevins Drive-In Pharmacy, the New World Inn, and First National Columbus for being our sponsors. And Scotus fans, I got a feel for you. I've probably seen the girls play half a dozen, 8, 9 times, and you got a fine basketball team, but it just simply wasn't meant to be. You're the volleyball champions in Class B, and Hartington is still the Class B basketball champions. So again, our final score, Hartington Cedar Catholic defeating Scotus tonight by the score of 52-44. Hartington led at the end of the first quarter by 12-8. Scotus went into the halftime leading 24-22, but Hartington took control in the third quarter with a 34-28 lead and went on to win 52-44. For our studio engineer, Don Ludden, this is Scott Fisher, wishing you all a very good evening. Again, the final score, 52-44, Hartington over Scotus.